Hi there, Robin here, and in this video we are talking about this megaphone right here, which is the Pyle PMP561LTB. It has a built-in light, which we're going to talk about, and it also has a rechargeable battery. That's not all, so we're going to cover all the features and benefits in this video. So first of all, when you are looking at this megaphone right here, it is a 50-watt megaphone. It is for getting people's attention. So if you're doing anything outdoors, so let's say you're a traditional gym teacher coach kind of thing outside in the football field, this is the kind of megaphone you're going to want to use. It's also the type of megaphone you would take out for big outdoor gatherings like a parade where you have to address a lot of people, or maybe you need it for a protest or any kind of get together like that. If you need to get people's attention, you need a 50-watt megaphone. You need something like this. So that's the box it comes in. We're going to take it down. It's a very nice box, by the way, so if you are buying it as a gift, you can feel comfortable that it comes in a lovely packaging, all descriptive and everything like that. So we'll put that on the floor. Now, the megaphone itself. It comes with two options when it comes to battery. You get the rechargeable battery included with this model, which is a big feature to have. If you're going to use something on a regular basis, it's good to have a rechargeable battery. Now, something special about this battery is how it actually charges. Now, if we take a close look of the actual battery, it has a switch on the top of it. And that switch is the switch toggle between the idea of having a USB adapter, which is included to charge it. So I can set the 5-volt charge input. Then I can flip it over to 12-volt output for the actual megaphone. So now all you need to do to put this inside this unit once you've charged it for a couple hours is just make sure it's in the 12-volt output setting. Flip the latch in the front, open the actual compartment, slide the battery into the unit, stash away the extra wire that's given to you, and then use the USB adapter that's included to plug it into the top. Lay all that back down, push the cover closed. Make sure you have a little bit of volume on it to get it going. So in this case, I'm only going to turn it up about 25%. Enough so when I squeeze the trigger, I get something right out of the megaphone. Just like that, it's that easy, you are ready to go. Now remember, this actual handheld unit is removable, of course, because it's a handheld unit from the megaphone. So you can go old school, talk right into the megaphone, or I can simply hold this in my hand, throw the megaphone over my shoulder, squeeze the button, and it works just as well. Now, of course, there is a volume control on the side, but at the end of the day, you only get out of a megaphone what you put into it. So, of course, if you're a mouse talking into here, you're going to sound like a mouse talking out of here. If you put a lot of energy into here, if you're, well, really excited or maybe yelling at somebody for instructions or directions, or you want to get your personal opinion across, you get out real loud here, and it's going to really blow out the volume out of the other end of this thing. Now, let's say you need to use it for more than 4 or 5 hours straight. So we're talking talk time. So you can be all day long with this megaphone because you're only going to use it like for a minute or two and then put it away and then come back to it back and forth like that. Think of your cell phone with the battery power. Now, option number 2 is, and if you're going to use it a lot, always good to have a backup. It comes with this plastic sleeve, which allows you to drop in 8 C-size batteries into it. Now, of course, I've already got this preloaded. It's nice and easy. It's instructional right off to the side here. It has pictures of batteries pointing up, down, so this way you know how to set this all up. Now, the other added bonus, and if this isn't your first megaphone and you bought a megaphone that's similar to this 5, 6, 7, or 10 years ago, these sleeves were not included. And you had to figure out what the picture was trying to tell you and which orientation the battery should be in and how to get it in there and did you get it right when you tried it. All you do is once you've loaded the whole thing, they give you a handle, you just grab it, plop it right in there, drop the cover back on. I don't have to worry about that. I am now going to squeeze the handle and off we go. It's working again. Now we're on battery power. So remember, you can buy batteries as an add-on. They're not included, but the sleeve itself is included. And that's a big, big important piece. So again, we'll quickly go from the battery option back to the rechargeable option. Again, I'm going to stash the wire away and plug the unit back in, just like that. And again, make sure I'm not snagging any of the wires. Close the lid, pick it up, press the button, and there you go. The rechargeable option is back in there. Now, it has an LED light, so if you are going to operate this at night, Maybe you need to use it in, you know, scenarios where you're searching for stuff or you need to get people's attention in the dark. That would be a really good way to go. Now, how do you operate that? There is a switch located right off to the side. It allows you to go to Siren. Trust me, I'm not going to turn the Siren on because it's just deafening. But if I go to light, now I can easily get your attention with the light. Yes, I'm over here talking to you on this megaphone. Look at me, I have a megaphone. That is what you can do with the light. And that's not all. That's not the only features that are on here. There is 2 plugs on this unit. One is for a 3.5 cable. So if you want to attach your phone, play the national anthem, let's say, off your phone through the megaphone, then it will sound like the national anthem playing through a megaphone, just like it does at the baseball field. The second option is if you're going to be using this in a more permanent style location. So maybe you're in a, you know, in an announcement center and you're on the sidelines of the baseball field and this thing is just plugged in and you just make the calls right through the actual open window. Or maybe you're calling out for bingo and, well, you need to know everybody in the park. Here's what you're calling out. That's what you can do with this guy on a permanent basis. So instead of loading it up with batteries, it has a 12-volt plug adapter that you can use right at the bottom. Pull out the plug, put in the 12-volt adapter, and you're good. You can get one from 12 volts for the car accessory outlet, you know, the lighter adapter, or you can get an AC to 12-volt adapter. Either one will work with this megaphone. I think the color is very intimidating. I think it's very nice. It's better than having a traditional, you know, I took this from school so I can go do a protest this weekend color for a megaphone. It stands out in a crowd. It says you're serious. So this megaphone is definitely reliable and dependable. I would not leave it out in the rain. It happens a lot of times. Rowing guys, you know, crews use this on their boat to row. And then when it starts raining for some particular reason, they're going to melt, but not their megaphone. So they run away from the boat and leave this on the boat. So if it is going to be exposed outside in terrain, do not leave this outside long term. If I'm using it, if I'm on the go, I can use this. Maybe I even put a little Ziploc bag over this part and I'm not worried about the rain. The same thing, as long as I don't point this part, like I'm not using it as a water basin to catch all the water, I'm not too worried about that. So in this case here, this part is covered. It can take a little bit of rain while you're outside. Treat it like any other piece of electronics if you're out in the rain, and it'll do just fine for you. So there you go. That's everything I know about the PMP561LTB. The LT, I'm assuming, stands for light, and the B stands for battery because it comes with a rechargeable battery included. Could also probably go for the fact that it's black. So there you go. Like to say, thanks for watching. Hope to see you on the next video. Bye for now.